Hello guys, welcome back. Unfortunately this is going to be the last ever time you'll be watching us for 3 months, I think it is.
Yeah, I mean, we may during the summer have a sort of transfer special, but
Yeah.
we'll see how the transfer market pans out. Normally doesn't get busy until the end, so watch this space for summer transfer specials. But today was the last day of the Premiership season.
And for Spurs fans, an entertaining one.
Oh, I mean, Thursday night, 6-1, you think, okay, finish on a
Well,
high.
you would think that the players would be tired.
Yeah, I mean, playing Thursday night and Sunday, which Arsenal are going to have to get used to, but we'll come back to that. You think they may be a little bit tired, but, you know, in fact, if anything, they made Thursday night look a bad result because they surpassed that and hit 7.
I mean, this afternoon after the game, I was thinking 7-1 was just A, it's embarrassing being a whole fan, and 2, it's a Sunday league score.
Yeah, well, it's Sunday, so. Anyway, but the games all kicked off at the same time, so we had no earlier kickoffs. They all happened at the same time. Arsenal went 1-up quite early on, and then it was looking like Liverpool were going to go into half-time 0-0, and then in injury time of the first half, Liverpool scored, and that was probably the best time to score, just before half-time. So that deflated Arsenal, I think. But Arsenal started the second half quite well. They made it 2. But then Liverpool got 2 quite quick goals. And then
so do you want to talk about the Champions League?
yeah, I mean, Spurs obviously qualified for the Champions League 4 games ago. So it hasn't come as a real surprise to us. It's come as a bit of a surprise to Arsenal today because they were knocking on the back door trying to get in, but
I mean, it wasn't today's result, which...
No, they did what they had to do today. They won 3-1, but I think it was their results against, obviously, Crystal Palace.
West Brom.
I don't think the defeat at Spurs did them any favours either. Sorry about that, goodness. But yeah, so Liverpool get 4th, so that doesn't mean they're automatically in Champions League. They've got a tricky game in maybe Serbia at the end of August. Man City, though, they won quite convincing.
Yeah.
They were 4-0 up at half-time at Watford, just down the road from us.
I mean, halfway through the City game, we were like, you know, we might as well just not watch this game. I mean, the game's won. And City have won this game. Let's just focus on the Arsenal and Liverpool game.
Yeah. Now, going back to the Golden Boot, which obviously won quite convincingly by scoring 4 goals on Thursday and 3 goals today. I remember Lukaku said just before Everton came to White Hart Lane earlier this season. He said that he was interviewed by a national newspaper and he said there's not anything he could learn from watching Harry Kane. Really?
Scoring 8 goals in 7 days?
I think he probably regrets that comment. Yeah. So, yeah, if you're a Spurs fan, you've got Champions League to look forward to.
And if you're an Arsenal fan, enjoy your trip to Bosnia.
But I think it's a big summer for everyone. I think you know, Spurs could potentially have a tricky season next year playing at Wembley. But I don't think they will sell anyone apart from maybe Kyle Walker. And if they do sell Kyle Walker, they could get 35, 40 million.
And then hopefully with that money, maybe sell Sissoko.
Yeah, I think we'll sell Sissoko. I think we may keep Janssen for another season.
I mean, beginning of the season, we weren't a big fan of him. But since he scored that goal against Bournemouth, he's not a bad player, but we kind of know what he's possible of doing.
Yeah, and he would have been at the club for another year, so maybe he has set
I think maybe next season, or the season after that in our new stadium, maybe we can call him a Premier League player.
Yeah, I think next year he's got to do pretty much though. I mean, Son's stepped up to the plate this year.
Yeah.
Over 20 goals, same as Dele Alli. and Kane. So 3 players that have scored 20 goals or more. We finish on plus 60 goal difference.
And you said that it was more than Arsenal during their invincible season.
It was, and it's the highest goal difference that a runner-up to the Premiership has ever won.
And another record we've broken is that no one has ever scored 5 hat-tricks.
Is that right?
I think something like that. Obviously, Harry Kane, first player to do it, doesn't really surprise me.
No, he's one of our own, as they say. And there's a lot of question marks now. Arsenal, I hate mentioning it because they're now not in the Champions League. Will they keep Sanchez? Will they keep Ozil?
I don't know if their big players like them will want to play in Europe. And also, would they be able to sit through like the 24-hour flights to God knows where?
I sense just a little too much happiness in your voice. Arsenal are in the Europa League on Thursday nights. But anyway, that's enough about the Arsenal. They've got a cup final though next week.
I think that is important, not only for Arsenal, I think for Wenger as well. I think that could be the game which decides will he go or will he not.
Yeah, Wenger in, Wenger out. Brigade will no doubt fight it out next weekend. Man United, big game Wednesday night.
Yeah.
They've got to win to get into the Europa League. Do you think they'll beat Ajax?
To get into the Champions League?
Yeah.
You said Europa League?
Man United on Wednesday night. They've got to beat Ajax to get into the Champions League.
Yeah. I do fancy United to go through.
Yeah. But it'd be hysterical if after spending 150 million last summer,
before the season, everyone was like, you know what, it's a done deal. United have won the league. These last 2 seasons have just shown to you that money doesn't, it's not like the biggest object. Like last season, Leicester barely spent any money and they won the league. United spent like 150 million or something, and they're in the Europa League.
Yeah, and Spurs didn't spend much money and they got 86 points, which I think on 9 occasions in the Premiership would have been enough to win it. So yeah, great day, last day of the season, especially if you're a Spurs fan, not so much if you're an Arsenal fan. Thank you for watching us throughout the season.
Like next season, it will be much bigger and better. We're hoping to think of more ideas, maybe get more people of you watching.
But in the meantime, during the summer, please do follow us on Twitter.
Footy with Dad.
Okay, so that's Footy with Dad on Twitter. We'll be asking questions, we'll be doing polls, and just general chit chat about football.